Welcome to the Instant Trivia Podcast, episode 1516, where we ask the best trivia on the internet. Let's get started. What game came bundled with the first Nintendo Game Boy in America? Tetris. What name is given to the metal bars running across the neck of a guitar? Frets. Who was the first king of Norway? Harald Fairhair. What is a female baby horse called? Answer: filly. A baby horse of either gender is known as a foal, but specifically, a baby girl horse is a filly foal, and a baby boy is known as a colt foal. The San Andreas Fault is located in which state? California. Who was the emperor of Rome from AD 54, AD 68? Nero. How many stars appear on the Australian flag? 6. In what country was Adolf Hitler born? Austria. From which novel is this quote, "I am one of the few honest people I have ever known"? The Great Gatsby. Nick Carraway, a main character and the narrator of the famous novel, says this line early on in the story. What is odorless and tasteless in its purified form and used in cooking to set aspics? Gelatin. What was the first major battle of the American Civil War? Battle of Bull Run. Which country pioneered the concept of gross national happiness? Bhutan. Achondroplasiophobia, nanosophobia, or lollipop gildophobia is the irrational fear of what? Little people, dwarves, or midgets. The phobic might refuse to go to circuses, fairs, or places where he might think little people frequent. What is the name of Austin Powers' boss? Basil Exposition. What number is represented in Morse code by 5 dots? 5. Which country has Cayenne as its capital? French Guiana. What is the full name of author C.S. Lewis? Clive Staples Lewis. Which U.S. state features the Italian phrase "Fatti maschi, parole femmine" as its state motto? Answer: Maryland. The motto translates as "manly deeds, womanly words." The state uses "strong deeds, gentle words." Who said, "I always thought losing my virginity was a career move"? Madonna. What sport was played by the Brooklyn Dodgers? Baseball. In which city is the Taj Mahal? Agra. What is the name of a small object orbiting the sun made of ice, dust, and frozen gas? Comet. What fictional type of dinosaur was Dino, the family pet on the Flintstones? Snorkosaurus. Who ordered the disastrous Great Leap Forward in 1958? Mao Zedong. The comic books and movie titled 300 is based off of which famous battle? Answer: the Battle of Thermopylae. Oldest son Al was the first ringmaster of what famous circus? Ringling Brothers. Trinidad and Tobago is part of which continent? North America. What artifact did Moses use to perform miracles and wonders in Egypt? A wooden staff. In what film is General Jack Ripper obsessed with America's precious bodily fluids? Answer: Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. Who has pictures on the U.S. Purple Heart Medal? George Washington. Which was the last contiguous U.S. territory to obtain statehood? Arizona. What is the name of Squire Trelawney's ship in Treasure Island? Hispaniola. What part of the eye is damaged by glaucoma? The optic nerve. At what U.S. city did Bugs Bunny traditionally lament taking a left turn? Albuquerque. Is Japan closer to the North Pole or the South Pole? North Pole. Self-rising flour contains what crucial ingredient? Baking powder. Which witch is flattened by a house in The Wizard of Oz? Answer: the Wicked Witch of the East. What did office supply giant 3M originally do? Mining. Who is the protagonist of The Hunger Games? Katniss Everdeen. What sport is the focus of the movie Blue Chips? Basketball. What virtual reality set was launched in March 2016? Oculus Rift. The tranquilizer diazepam is better known by what trademarked name? Valium. What label owns the rights to every Elvis recording ever made? RCA. Which British telephone number first came into use in 1937? 999. How much do you collect when you pass Go in the traditional game of Monopoly? $200. What famous name in opera was the son-in-law of composer Franz Liszt? Richard Wagner. Who won a Grammy Award for his album Come Dance With Me? Frank Sinatra. What does the French dessert bûche de Noël represent? Yule log. Tierra del Fuego is divided between which two South American countries? Chile and Argentina. When was the book National Velvet first published? 1935. That's the end of the show. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow for more exciting trivia.